All
Well,
right, welcome back, everyone. A quick restart in place there. So sorry you had to sit on a black screen for the stream for just a second, but hopefully it was worth it for that quick break. So we are back in round four. DC done, all the players back in the lobby, and right now MG Ryuga is continuing their domination, continuing their role. So 3-0. It's a I was gonna say a full site rotate, but that's on the attacking side. So what's the defenders bringing out? The cap can. Love to see it as an adaptation.
yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't exactly. Maybe they're trying to deny some entry, but I think this team, the attack team's played it quite well. So I think they're gonna seek out these cap cans and shoot them. But we'll see if that pays dividends later. But like we said, already up 3-0 on this map. Got a great start here, and for some reason the defense really gonna go off this top floor as they go up here the third time this map out of the 4 rounds, and gonna bag off of this one maybe. And you see the Asher take some nice entry. But I think for the defense right now, you got to look to hit some gaps potentially against the attack, because I feel like a lot of solo plays right now, especially on their bottom floor. They had a Buck by himself in connectors, so maybe on the defense get a little bit more aggressive together, because they've shown that second round they had doubled up, walked through Aqua and grabbed a double. It was really great with the teamwork, but they need to do that more consistently and earlier.
Play together and, like you said, consistently. I think that's a huge way that we could see this one change out. Because you're right, it looked like so far we've seen MG sort of
Oh, what is
find
this?
find some players, isolate and eliminate, and making it work for them here. But now was that Thermite just pushing
And that
in
was Pat
a
of the
single?
Thermite here.
Yeah.
He wanted to be the fragmite. I respect that, and he grabbed himself the nice early kill. That is with the Y, so I think that pays dividends. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe have a extra Thermite you could have used in the Raptor wall there, but I kind of like it. Get a little aggressive. You're up big here. Grab yourself a nice early kill and see what they can do here. But the Mira, yeah, he's gonna get shot from gold actually on what is that IT or Raptor potentially, and there's a minute left, and just the
Oh,
solo gunfights. But look at this, the Mute gonna walk up behind him. I really like this, isolating out this guy, and oh, he's not gonna see him from the angle. But trades have came out, and 3v3 situation run.
taking a ton of this action happening either between the
Oh
electrical or
no.
the IT side, trying to pinch in. Oh,
Oh,
CJ.
CJ with a great shot there,
Oh.
45 seconds.
Oh,
But
but
look at the pinch
unfortunately
they've
peaks
got.
right at the last second. It looked like he peaked without any real information there, and Hydex is gonna go ahead and come out and grab a double. Boy, this we're not even getting down to the end of rounds. This is right now. I know this was MG's map pick, but MG Ryuga is clearly dominating from a pace, from a way that they're attacking together. They're sort of just dismantling this frequency team.
Yeah, no, I think as a defense, you always want to have a plan with your strats, and I think they had a good plan with their Aqua setup, but they gave up Raptor completely, which again I'm fine with. But then they just let him walk in IT, obviously, because they don't have that Raptor control, and they're getting pinched out in the entire site. So it's great that you can hold Aqua, but the attack finding the gap again and just basically walking at them because they have no help from command, because they forfeit that spot on Raptor. So they've just had a lot of gaps in their defense right now. And the tech, honestly, this isn't a who's better. This is just simply they're playing better Siege right now. The gap finding they're finding right now is beautiful. And if they keep going with this, we could see ourselves a 6-0 half starting this map.
That would be wild. We had in one of the other playoff games, we did get to see a 7-0, but that was really after a team had sort of been already demoralized after a very rough first game. It was the second of a best of three. So to see this way start out that way would definitely be difficult for this frequency team. I think that would be difficult for them to come back from mentally. So unless they're just really not a Nighthaven team, or hoping that frequency was just going to fall apart, which clearly they have been. And you're right, you can't hold on to, only one side of a really three-way entry site upstairs. And to me, the part that's a little bit dangerous here is basement's even, I think, a little bit harder to hold on to. So we'll see whether or not They're definitely spread out from a defensive perspective. You can see those blue outlines. They're heavy roam upstairs on this first floor in 3
Yeah.
different locations, already gonna pay for one.
Yeah, no. I mean, just the gap finding right now. They just keep finding the gaps they're working through. And look at the vending control. But Pat, he's just going to walk in here. But, oh, Legion. Pat absolutely destroys that guy and puts himself into a nice man disadvantage here, rather.
You know, and we didn't talk about the fact that that MG Ryuga also brought along the blitz that's Faison playing there, and he's at 3-1 and 2, having a great game. So back that
Oh,
up
but look at
with
this.
this buffed shield. I was gonna say, please don't have him go off the board so quick. I don't want to cast or curse him immediately. He's
Well,
still now 1 of 2 alive. Okay,
great
the
double.
defensive utility holding on here, keeping the blitz at bay.
So interested. This Omai is looking for the flank and look at him. Oh, but they've got a cam on him. Blitz maybe going to go take that gunfight, but Goyo going to walk up, do a ton of damage to his toes. It's like, yeah, he's just going to retreat back, a lot of damage done to the Blitz, and they're going to take back their sight. So
There's
full
a huge
minute.
rotate. Yeah, like you called it out from Omaya, made the rotate all the way back and gonna try and approach Blitz from the downstairs now. And if they had caused the attackers to try and rotate as well, they're just killing a ton of time. We're at about 40 seconds left, and the attackers still not on the same floor. They've got vertical control. Both of the defenders alive downstairs on site. You can see them push down, but they still have a Goyo canister ready and waiting to block the sentry off.
Look at this. They're just going to try to walk down cargo. I don't really know if I like this. They've got not a whole lot else to do, though. 20 seconds. Going to want to hurry up here, and they're going to have to drop here. Yep, the drop comes out, but look at the defense. They can just play back, and they're going to grab the kill, and that's the Blitz, so it's all up to you, Alio. Yeah, see what you can do. A
Any
lot of
hope they
damage to
had?
the Goyo, and yeah. Well, good side. They grab themselves a defensive round here before the switcheroo in the next round, and at least grab himself a little bit of help. Obviously going down 0-6 is pretty bad, and you'll have no rounds to go off of. But now they grab himself one, so even if they go down 1-5, you've got one attack round to give up. But obviously, don't want to do that. If you're a fan of the team here, you're going to want another defensive round to at least get the 2-4 split.
Yeah, like you called it, the mental break, the mental block gone. Finally able to get one, stop the momentum of this MG Ryuga team. Finally, we see that they can win one. It's not going to be the blowout, although one, like you said, not quite enough. Not going to feel good about it yet. So hopefully now they can take a win here on the second floor. They came close. Came down to a 1v1 there with Mira at the very end, I think, of that first round, but so far it's been a very unsuccessful site for them. They've lost the 2F now 3 times. To me, the other interesting thing is they haven't gone, they've tried the first floor once, even though they've lost the second floor twice, or 3 times, so, geez, we'll get it out eventually. It feels like, to me, maybe try that first floor site again.
Yeah, no. Well, they're gonna go for it again. I mean, I don't know if they really switched up their setup, but I don't really know if I like this at all. And look at this. They're gonna just the dividends they're gaining. I know I keep saying it, but God, playing the Flores in the in here is just great. The utility clear they have right now, and we're about to see it here, but look at the mute jammers. Pretty good from the defense here, playing the mute, trying to hold off of this. But all they got to do is throw that Thatcher, and I think we're gonna see that. And look at that. Yep, great Thatcher placement there, and they're gonna try to run it in right here, see if they can get it. No, it's gonna get shot, so he's gonna hurry up here and try to do it before they get the meat jammer back up and running. And you don't want to just jump it and close
There
it.
it
There we
is.
go. And that's a shield. Look how much time there is run. The utility clear, and look at Gold once again being the little rat on the Dokkaebi. I like it. Try to find one maybe somewhere, and that's what he's gonna look for. And fortunately, they've got the warden, but his shield is no longer. So
Yeah, like you called it out, the defense was
and
ready
here
this
comes the
time
Ying.
around and
Yeah.
played the Warden with the shotty. Not going to lose that fight to Ying this time. Going to take that. Oh, look at
Oh, it'll take a
that,
lot of
though. Long
damage.
shot across. Yeah, long across the map. They're just not covering the backside of that command hallway again. So definitely unfortunate. It feels like the defenders ready for the Flores and aiming for those
Oh, look
drones
at this.
and prepared for this attack strategy better this time around.
Yeah, look a lot better now, but look at Gold gonna just walk up potentially against this guy. I don't know if they've got a set of barbed here. I don't think they do. So there's no beep or nothing. Gold can just walk up on this ward and maybe grab himself a kill. Does he know he's there? And yeah, nowhere to look. Trades come out, but Gold actually goes down. The man in sight. Jason pops the mirror. I don't really know if I like popping the mirror there, but 1 minute left to go here. Now that gives an extra
Yeah,
spot where mirror
sort
can
of use
play.
it to their sort of use it to their advantage and put some pressure on the command side of the site from the attackers.
Oh, but look at that.
Oh,
Oh my. Absolutely slapped. You cannot be doing that to them. And he grabs another for it. And I mean, this round has just gone from great to nothing for the attack here. And it's all up to Hydex here. And he goes down. I just want to say something. I have not
let's hear
watched
it.
console much, but the game sense on that Warden, if you saw there, fellow viewers, he backed up when that Thatcher was being thrown so his Warden goggles wouldn't go off. So he activated them after the Thatcher because he backed up. He did not get Thatchered, and he killed the Yin because he thought that he would be flashed. The game sense right there, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, great play there, and I mean from that's finally what we needed. Maybe like that timeout that DC was just enough for the frequency team to get their thoughts collected and come together and say, okay, we can stop this MG Ryuga team. We can play. We have been here before. We have made it to the quarterfinals. We're not about to lose in a 6-0 half. It's not going to be so a 4-2 split on on a map that's maybe 50-50, maybe a little attacker sided for the for console, maybe a little defender sided for PC, right? They found a way to at least grab two and sort of get a little bit of balance back. So now we're on to MG Ryuga's defense here of Nighthaven, and they banned out the Ram. So, like you said, probably expecting them to play some of these lower sites, the basement, the 1F sites, because got a little protection from Ram's verticality.
Yeah, well, Alibi gonna be played. No, look at this, the Blitz, and are they gonna try to do a quick sight here? Maybe. Gonna have to clear out the utility here. I don't know where they're looking right now, but we need to clear out this utility here. But oh no, I think they
Thermite's running. Oh,
run.
did
I think
nobody?
they realized that there was no. They just realized there's a Kate on the wall, and they have no Thatcher. So that plan's gonna go absolutely into the trash. But look at these ops. These are so good to do a full clear. So it's okay. They still got the utility for it, and I'm okay with the Blitz doing a roam clear here. This is not bad at all. Yeah, and here he comes around. Look at him go.
Yep. Boy, you called it. I mean, I don't know whether or not Cade had hid his presence there or just waited long enough, or just the droning didn't happen there from this frequency team and not realizing that they had some sort of wall denial. But I mean, it's basement. You gotta expect that somebody is gonna bring some wall denial downstairs. And I don't know if that was just a misclick and
Oh.
not picking up any sort of counter to the breach denial.
Yeah, well, FaZe's gonna grab his one kill, and they are just falling off this room. They are completely giving up the third floor. They're starting to go down. They got their kill. They killed the B-man, obviously pretty important for the late round. And Blitz is still alive, but I mean, these solo kills out of nowhere, just isolating and killing. And CJ goes down for it, and that's their Ash. Both the entry players are basically down, and Yo could be here. Look at Zingle. Yeah,
You're gonna take
I
a
would probably get a little
1v1
aggressive
versus
here.
Goyo?
Yeah, I would
I
probably
don't
get a
I
little
don't
aggressive here. I don't know if he's holding here. You need to find one maybe, but see if that pays out for him. And look at the Blitz. Look at him go. Wrecking out shell. I don't know if he realizes the update where he can one punch it, but that's okay. Gonna run down in here. Maybe hopefully find their one kill. But look at Gold. Yeah. Dokami maybe want to take his one, but you got the Blitz. So just wait a moment. Don't take your one yet because if... Oh, all right. Well, like I said,
Well,
there we go.
alright.
Oh,
Still not a bad call to wait
yep.
and wait for the blitz to back you up. I mean, you can win a 1v1, but that's just your first. It's a 3v4. There's 45 seconds left, and you're still working on trying to get yourselves downstairs into position.
Oh, but
and their
look
blitz
at-
makes the
oh.
push up, but goes down also.
Trades are
Shinji
coming out
with the
actually,
win.
but it goes down for the defensive eventually. This is a 3v2, 30 seconds left to go. Gonna flashes out, maybe try to find one here. I don't think you get the plant here. Maybe try to find one, then maybe go for it. Look at the HP on Thermite, so low. he cannot plant this bomb. And it's gonna have to be Dokkaebi if they want to do any try to plant situation. But these crosses run. These are beautiful. 14 seconds left to go. Tech has really not a lot to go here. Gonna send out the only flash they got left, and yeah, Ella grabs one, and yeah, Phazon grabs the other one. Well, defense played that quite well, but the attack, I mean, gotta stop ISOing yourself. The defense is just finding that, getting the gap, and falling off. And last thing there, run. We saw Gold play that very well in storage. He didn't aggro. He didn't want to get another one. Not playing kill hungry, and he burned an extra 30 seconds because of that. Just because the Dokkaebi didn't want to take a one, which is fine, but they burnt so much time because Gold just sat there in the corner. There's 40 seconds left to go on their attack.
Well, and I mean, we sort of saw a collection of errors there from that frequency team, right? We saw they didn't bring the right operators to start off with to be able to deal with the defensive utility in a situation where it was absolutely critical because it looked like they set themselves up for a quick plant downstairs, right? They brought the blitz, they brought the thermite, they had, you know, 4 of the 5 members of the team were downstairs at the breach before they realized no one had the utility they needed to deal with it. Then upstairs trying to take a couple of individual 1v1s or you know, taking isolated gunfights versus defenders that had better angles. It was just, you know, well played by the defense, but also completely taken advantage of some unforced errors there from the attacking team. So Frequency has got to step their game up if they want to try and find a chance of winning here on Nighthaven.
Yeah, well said. And well, there's the Thatcher. I think they want to keep that up for a while now. But 2-5, you know, really important round here. You know, this is the match point coveted round here for the defense. I want to get that nice Thatcher, really early thermite on the wall here. I like that. Getting some nice early control there, really making the defense feel a little uncomfortable very early. I like that. And they're going to go for the IT wall here, I'm guessing. And they, with the Flores here, just want to cause a lot of chaos on the top floor here and take up above.
Oh. Yep, the Flores a little bit of a distraction, and then you say
CJ just walks in and grab himself a double. Look at the entry game here, a lot better. They're just walking. They're just going run. They are running in right now, and they grab himself a double for it. Even the triple, killing out all their play. And
Frost Mat.
Hopefully they can maybe get something off of that. The Frost maybe walk up, but no, they. I mean, honestly, bit of bait there. I don't think it was on purpose, but kind of baits out the Frost there as he wanted to get a little hungry for a kill and it's off the high decks now. I mean, yeah, CJ. It's like, was that a triple right there? Just beautiful entry game. Yep. Like you said, the Flores distracting. They just found the gap and walk in against these guys. This is their biggest issue. Just the gaps, attack and defense. Just so many gaps, so many isolated things, and get himself another round here and hold themselves away from the match point there. To grab himself the third round.
I don't know if they were expecting to have, you know, that sort of style of play work for them as we went through that map, right? Or this entire map, with expecting to be able to run in, get kills, win the ones, right? That's sort of the play style that they seem to be showing. And that's really the first round where we've seen that actually happen. I mean, they have not been able to win their ones. They have not been able to take that space so quickly in the same kind of way. And I'm wondering if that's what they were expecting to be able to do. And that was the only round where it sort of came true. Like you said, if you're not dealing with the gaps and you're expecting to have sort of more of a TDM style play and win off the back of that, this apparently better MG Ryuga team right now taking advantage of it, going to continue to punish them. So you got a 5-3. It's not a lost cause yet. You still certainly have the opportunity to win here as you're attacking Nighthaven, but going to have to watch out for a Ryuga team that's playing very well.
Yeah, well, like you said, the defense, you know, they got 2 more rounds here to try to close them out, get to at least the match point, not even the map. Just get your match point, you know, get that a nice OT solidified. 2 more rounds to do that, and they've got the defense. They're feeling okay, and they're going to go on the top floor here. And the Flores, yeah, basically the same team. It's just swapped. They're both doing the shield setup. No mirror, though. little bit of Raptor control on the Bandit. Gonna try to Bandit trick with the Ace update.
It's gonna
He's gonna
get it.
easily be able to Bandit trick. Oh yeah, well played. Yeah, no, with the new
Yep.
Ace charges, unfortunately, take a lot longer now to deploy and actually open up the breach here. And like I said, quite literally playing the same team because they got the Valk roaming below again. And a Thermite, Fragmite, gonna grab himself his third kill of the map, and it's a pretty huge one. A high dex, though am I. Full
Yeah,
2 minutes
not
here.
only losing that time-based utility, but also, 7 kills to his name. They're doing pretty well. Now they're working on the same strategy, trying to use the Thatcher. They're going to try and have that help open up the ace charge. Bandit is not in position to be able to trick, so they're definitely
Oh,
going to get
but there
those
he
ones
goes into
open.
lobby.
Did they waste all of
Lobby.
they don't have any Thatchers available anymore to try and push the river
Shoddy
stairs?
out. Yeah, well. Pat gonna grab one on the... Yeah, I think he went like lobby or below, and he grabbed himself a nice little kill somewhere, but the attack sees this. They only sees 2 in sight. One guy actually in the sight. Gold taking his gunfight. It's a huge kill, but Pat gonna grab one with the C4. Up to 9 kills. A full minute to go. But look at they've given up sight here, and I think the attack is noticing this as they see, yep, Phazon and Pat playing below. But I think Pat gave himself some control, but Phazon gonna walk up here, take his space. Tech kind of just forgot about him as he's just gonna walk right in here. Pat.
They've got one is prone, holding the cross there from the command hallway to see whether or not Valk is going to be able to push him. But Pat wins that fight.
Yeah, no, Pat. They're on the cross there. Distracts. Phazon distracting him. And here we go. Attackers become defenders, and the defenders become attackers. We got a full 30 seconds here. But look at the crosses here. Gonna want to take their gunfight. Phazon grabs a big one. It's off to the pillar player. Grabs one. Does he know where he's at? But no.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow.
Great job on the retake there with Pat and Phazon, and to the rather supportive players. But look at Pat playing the Fragmite, playing the Bandit. I think he's on 10. As a supportive player, I like that.
And not only that, but I mean, that's a huge individual effort by him, right? We saw at the very beginning of the round, Bandit tricking to prevent Ace causes them to completely have to redirect, use a ton of time upstairs uh, on that exterior wall. Then he rotates back downstairs to the first floor and is able to get a C4 kill from below, and then come back upstairs and grab a double to finish off the attackers and defuse. Like, that's an incredibly effective round from him, and huge individual effort. You called it out. 10. He's got 5 assists as well, but just the contribution to how that round played out, apart from the kills themselves, he definitely helped win that round for that team.
I love when the support players are getting a lot of kills there, because it really shows how flexible this team can be. Maybe you're more active guy like Gold, potentially 4 and 7. That's okay, because look, you've got a nice flexible team here who anybody can really frag out, and it can depend on anybody. Not one person needs to frag out, which is great with the team here. You don't need to depend on one person to find out kills, because you got a support player dropping 10 right now, and then the map is still going. And I mean, I think the biggest issue with this other team here, their gaps are huge, and the defense are just playing better Siege. This team has just played better Siege. They've looked better. Honestly, like you said on the top floor, it's just the same teams. Honestly, just one's a little bit better because they work a little bit more around the map instead of just focusing so much on one side of the map. And that's what we're going to see. The attack here going to work the same as the other team did, but Phazon, I mean... Beautiful toss over through electrical and finds the kill on the Jackal. It's gonna be a huge kill, but I don't really talk too much about it. The Deimos gonna come out here. I don't think we've seen this guy really play it out here. CJ, show us what you got with the revolver. Come on. I know you can do it, but I'm just gonna look around for the cap cans. The beep beep gonna go off. Full 2 minutes left to go here.
The beep beep gonna go off. Love to see it. But yeah, great play there. That's the roam clear from Jackal, done and gone. They do still have Deimos here. We have not seen a lot of Deimos play. Certainly not a lot in the console scene that we've seen, but his ability to just locate the defenders as you get later in the round when you've got no other way to find somebody that's hiding or ratting, I think this really gives him a ton of utility. There got a little bit of a obviously you got the
Oh,
ping on where Deimos is, but
oh, look at
holy
that.
cow, broke a rule number 1. You run, you die, and,
Yeah.
unfortunately falls. Gonna miss the flawless round, but they're still up 3v4. Okay, 2v4,
Well, yeah.
here
Fades and
with a
grabs
minute
another.
15 left.
Yeah. Well, like you said, let's go here. Oh, I almost see Pat here, but yeah, look at Pat go. He's feeling good. He's peeking. The C4 up finishes the enemy. He doesn't even care about it. He's grabbing his kill, and fortunately, it's off to CJ's. Lost a lot of their breaching capabilities, and they lost quite literally everything. The attack here, and it's all up to CJ. It's match point. Pat, you know you can do it. Get aggressive here, Pat. Get your 12 kills here on the support in 40 seconds. Run. It's not looking very
Yeah.
winnable here for CJ here, honestly.
No, and Deimos is great for backing up the rest of the team, right? Because if he can stay in a safe position, toss the drones out, locate the defenders for his team, so that way they can take some fights. That's the way it works really well. But if he was to use
Oh,
his drone at all, his exact location would be pinged out, and the person that he targeted could see exactly where he was. So it's significantly less valuable as an individual gadget. So unfortunately, not going to come through. But what is MG Ryuga and Pat as the MVP? Really well done there. 7-3 victory.
yeah. Well, looks pretty good right there. Some good siege played out from both the teams there, but honestly, you know, Ryuga just looking so much better. Honestly, overall, same siege. We saw kind of the same defense and attack strategy used. Obviously the mirror not coming out, but we kind of saw the same thing. And honestly, again, just better siege run. As simple as that. Better siege. They both ran the floors, both ran the yin. One team just played a lot better than the other, and that's gonna be our first map down.
Yeah, and that was MG's map pick, so we assume that that's likely the one that they were going to play better on. But now we get to go to Cafe next and see which one of these teams is going to be able to take down Frequency's map pick. So, like you called it out, playing much better to start with, and we will see after this quick little break, can Frequency come back and tie the series up in this best of 3? Thanks everyone for watching here on the ESA Cup playoffs.